Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the World News. The headlines. Russian President Vladimir Putin arrives in New Delhi for 23rd India-Russia Annual Summit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi receives President Putin at the airport, says India-Russia friendship has greatly benefited our people. Kremlin welcomes Prime Minister's presence at the airport as unexpected gesture. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh says India-Russia ties deepen amid global uncertainty, calls Russia time-tested strategic partner. Afghanistan's Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi accuses Pakistan of using economic pressure, border shutdown and political leverage to destabilize Taliban administration. And Indian Grandmaster Arjun Erigaisi claims Jerusalem Masters 2025 chess title, defeating former world champion Vishwanathan Anand in final. Russian President Vladimir Putin arrived in New Delhi this evening on a state visit to India for the 23rd India-Russia Annual Summit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi received President Putin at the airport. The Kremlin has welcomed Prime Minister Modi's unexpected gesture of personally receiving Russian President Putin on his arrival at the airport. Talking to media on the Russian president's historic visit to India, the Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said it is a symbol of a growing and strategic friendship between the two countries. Mr. Peskov said Russia and India enjoy relationships in most sensitive areas. Prime Minister Modi said in a social media post he was delighted to welcome his friend President Putin to India. Mr. Modi said he is looking forward to their interactions later this evening and tomorrow. He added that India-Russia friendship is a time-tested one that has greatly benefited people. President Putin will be accorded a ceremonial reception at Rashtrapati Bhavan tomorrow morning. The visiting dignitary will also pay his respects to Mahatma Gandhi by laying a wreath at Rajghat. Prime Minister Modi and President Putin will hold talks at Hyderabad House tomorrow. Both leaders will exchange views on regional and global issues of mutual interest. A number of agreements are expected to be signed following the talks, including in areas related to trade, economy, healthcare, academics, culture and media. President Draupadi Murmu will host a banquet in his honour. Our correspondent reports that the visit provides an opportunity to review progress in bilateral relations and set the vision for strengthening the special and privileged strategic partnership.
India and Russia cooperate closely at several multilateral platforms such as the UN, G20, BRICS and SCO. This cooperation has been strengthened further through regular exchanges and mutual support during India's presidencies of the G20 and SCO in 2023 and Russia's BRICS presidency in 2024. Russia has consistently expressed support for India's candidature for a permanent seat in the UN Security Council. The bilateral relationship has remained strong and stable over the past 78 years. The India-Russia partnership has been among the steadiest in the contemporary era, with a shared commitment to a multipolar world as well as to expand the engagement beyond the traditional military, nuclear and space cooperation. Suparna Saikia for World News.
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said India-Russia ties continue to deepen despite global uncertainty, describing Russia as India's time-tested special and strategic partner. He said this in his opening remarks while co-chairing the 22nd India-Russia Intergovernmental Commission on Military and Military Technical Cooperation ministerial meeting with his Russian counterpart Andrei Belousov in New Delhi. Mr. Singh said since the signing of the India-Russia Strategic Partnership Declaration in 2000, the bilateral defence cooperation between the two nations has grown significantly. Mr. Singh further said that on the economic side, the country welcomes the successful organisation of the 26th meeting of the India-Russia Working Group on Trade and Economic Cooperation held last month in Moscow.
Excellency, economic side पर
We welcome the successful holding of the 26th meeting of the India-Russia Working Group on Trade and Economic Cooperation in Moscow last month and commencement of negotiation for a free trade agreement with the Russia-led Eurasian Economic Union. We were also eagerly awaiting the visit of His Excellency Vladimir Putin, President of the Russian Federation, to India for the 23rd India-Russia Annual Summit, which has been fulfilled today. I believe this Leaders Summit will further strengthen the special and privileged partnership between our two countries.
ऐसा मेरा विश्वास है.
Speaking on the occasion, Russian Defense Minister Andrei Belousov said India-Russia relations have deepened with a solid, time-proven friendship which is based on mutual respect. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal today addressed the India-Russia Business Forum in New Delhi. Mr. Goyal said India-Russia relationship has stood as a testament to decades of unwavering solidarity, enduring the uncertainties of a changing world. He stated that India is a reliable, trusted and forward-looking partner to the world, working to expand trade, creating framework conditions to grow economic partnership.
India stands as an oasis in the desert, a reliable, trusted and forward-looking partner, friend to all, working with countries around the world to open borders, to expand trade, create the framework conditions to grow economic partnership, strengthening its institutions and also working on a developmental model which has at its core inclusive and sustainable growth.
Union Health and Family Welfare Minister Jagat Prakash Nadda today met his Russian counterpart Mikhail Murashko in New Delhi. In a social media post, Mr. Nadda said they discussed various health sector-related issues and agreed to enhance bilateral collaboration and partnership in the health sector. This is Akashvani. You are listening to World News. We bring you the top international news and updates from around the globe. Welcome back. Afghanistan's Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi has accused Pakistan of trying to impose mysterious projects on Kabul and using economic pressure, border shutdown and political leverage to destabilize the Taliban administration. Addressing a gathering in Kabul yesterday, Muttaqi said Pakistan has been engaged in long-standing disputes with almost all of its neighbours and is pressurising Afghanistan with what he termed as unrealistic and unacceptable security demands. He said Pakistan expects the Taliban to deliver everything, while Islamabad itself is unable to resolve its own internal security problems. He also slammed Pakistan's political system, stressing that decision-making is divided between civilian leaders and the military, making negotiations inconsistent and difficult. India has provided essential health care support to Afghanistan to help it prevent influenza and meningitis in the country. External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal today informed that India delivered more than 63,700 doses of influenza and meningitis vaccines to Kabul. In a social media post, Mr. Jaiswal said India is reaffirming its commitment to support Afghanistan's public health. Human rights body Baluch Yakjehti Committee BYC today severely condemned the continued 9-month detention of its chief organizer Maharang Baluch and other leaders, despite Pakistan's continued inability to present substantive legal proof against them. Indian Grandmaster Arjun Erigaisi has claimed the Jerusalem Masters 2025 title, defeating former world champion Vishwanathan Anand in an all-Indian final. Arjun won the title yesterday through a blitz tiebreak after drawing their initial rapid games. Earlier, Arjun had defeated Russian Grandmaster Peter Svidler in the semi-finals, while Anand overcame reigning world blitz champion Ian Nepomniachtchi. And now, before we close, here are the highlights of the bulletin. Russian President Vladimir Putin arrives in New Delhi for 23rd India-Russia Annual Summit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi receives President Putin at the airport, says India-Russia friendship has greatly benefited our people. Kremlin welcomes Prime Minister's presence at the airport as unexpected gesture. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh says India-Russia ties deepen amid global uncertainty, calls Russia time-tested strategic partner. Afghanistan's Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi accuses Pakistan of using economic pressure, border shutdown and political leverage to destabilize Taliban administration. And Indian Grandmaster Arjun Erigasi claims Jerusalem Masters 2025 chess title, defeating former world champion Vishwanathan Anand in final. That concludes tonight's World News Bulletin. For more updates, stay tuned to Akash.